The morning light spills through linen curtains, brushing softly against Joanna's spring revival, a world where fresh blooms and vintage treasures whisper new life into familiar spaces. Every corner feels alive, yet lovingly anchored in nostalgia. The air carries warmth, wrapped in the scent of peonies and white lilac, a story waiting to unfold. A floral table stands elegantly in the kitchen, layered with weathered patina and polished copper. It's more than a space, it's a reflection of quiet joy, where yesterday and today sit side by side, drinking in the same light. You can almost hear laughter echoing faintly through the wooden beams. As we step deeper into Joanna's spring home, a sense of belonging takes hold. This isn't just decor, it's emotion, tangible and real. Stay with us on this cinematic journey through design and soul. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to join our Vintage Touch family, where beauty meets storytelling. The living room feels like a gentle poem composed in textures and tones, linen drapes, oak trim, and the faint gleam of aged brass fixtures. Every piece tells its own quiet story, perhaps of forgotten laughter or mornings spent in sunlight. Joanna's selections don't just decorate, they converse softly with the past. A delicate patina adorns the old mirror beside a hydrangea-filled vase. The reflection is hazy yet rich, like memory itself. Hand-carved wood and hand-woven fabric merge effortlessly, proof that age only adds to the poetry of design. You sense time folding back upon itself, offering both comfort and wonder. Each corner hums with intention, a diary without words. Nothing here is accidental. Every hue wash surface, was chosen to carry emotion. It's the art of restraint meeting the grandeur of meaning, a dance only mastered through soulful curation. Light dances gracefully across muted walls, where sleek contemporary shapes quietly mingle with vintage charm. Joanna's design finds its rhythm here, in the spaces between modern clarity and emotional depth. The result is harmony, not contrast, a language of balance spoken through texture, tone, and thoughtfully placed imperfections. A minimalist sofa rests beside an antique trunk, its worn brass corners catching a glint of morning glow. Every element honors the other, simplicity giving vintage details room to breathe, old-world pieces lending soul to the modern. It feels alive, grounded, and instinctively complete. The beauty lies not in abundance but in intention. Clean silhouettes meet handcrafted warmth, proving that modern design need not lose its humanity. This is Joanna's hallmark, the quiet mastery of combining comfort and sophistication, where every scene breathes both history and now. Pale sage, blush cream, and quiet linen hues paint the space like a gentle morning sky. Light drifts softly across each surface, revealing tones that soothe rather than shout. Joanna's palette feels like a breath, each color chosen to calm, to cradle, to renew. Beneath the pastel walls, wooden flooring with natural wear cradles the room's gentle rhythm. A porcelain vase of muted hydrangeas stands in silent grace near a sunlit window, its colors barely whispering, yet deeply felt. Every hue feels lived in, gracefully aged, touched by love and time. Color here isn't spectacle, it's soul. The beauty lies in restraint, knowing when to let light speak louder than paint. Joanna's spring palette invites you to slow down, exhale, and see harmony not as decoration, but as peace made visible. The charm deepens as you feel the heart of the home, through textures that tell stories of the land. Woven linen cushions, reclaimed wood tables, rattan baskets, and raw clay accents breathe authenticity into every room. Here, touch becomes language and texture becomes emotion. Under golden morning light, every material seems to hum with life. The rough grain of oak, the coolness of stone, the softness of wool blankets, all harmonize like nature's quiet orchestra. Joanna's eye for earthy elegance reminds us that beauty begins with simplicity, felt more than seen. This is the soul of spring interiors, designs that invite you to feel, not just observe. You sense balance between refinement and rawness, between polish and imperfection. True design isn't sterile, it's alive, beating gently beneath our fingertips. Time rests gently upon every surface here. A grandfather clock ticking softly in the corner, a hand-carved console reflecting decades of care. These are not merely decorations, but characters in Joanna's story, holding whispers of grace from those who came before. A vintage armchair, reupholstered in neutral linen, stands proudly beneath a framed botanical print. Its wooden arms, curved and smoothed by time, speak of countless hands that once rested there. Each curated heirloom preserves warmth, a poetic reminder that age brings character, not wear. The room hums with reverence, past and present intertwining seamlessly. Joanna's gift lies in honoring memory while inviting new life to settle beside it. In this blend of history and design, each timeless piece becomes immortal, glowing quietly in the light of spring renewal. A soft hush fills the room, sunlight weaving through open windows, settling gently on a linen sofa and stack of weathered books. There's an ease here, a rhythm only found in spaces shaped by comfort and care. Joanna crafts rooms not for perfection, but for pause, for living, loving, and lingering. The delicate layering of textures tells a story of quiet hospitality. A throw blanket drapes effortlessly, cushions lean in welcome, and candles flicker in corners. You can feel this space, comforting yet elegant, familiar yet refined. It invites you not just to look, but to stay a while. It's this rare artistry, the ability to infuse homes with emotion, that makes Joanna's design so deeply human. Every element holds character, yet hums in harmony. This is not simply decor, it is presence. A home that doesn't perform but embraces. Sunlight dances on every surface, filtering through fresh greenery and delicate blooms that frame windows like living art. Joanna doesn't just decorate with plants, she invites nature to breathe within her walls. The air feels lighter here, carrying whispers of renewal and morning dew. Planters of fern and unfolding tulips nestle beside rustic benches, while trailing ivy weaves gently across open shelving. Every leaf seems intentional, chosen to reflect growth, peace, and gentle energy. Under the soft hum of life, the home transforms, not static but evolving, just like spring itself. The blend of natural textures and vibrant greens feels almost spiritual, a hymn to simplicity and vitality. Here, Decor surrenders to nature's artistry, crafting spaces that feel both curated and organic. Light and life converse, shaping a sanctuary of gentle awakening. Soft textures and golden light create a warmth that feels distinctly human, the kind that seeps into your heart rather than just your eyes. A knitted throw, a steaming cup of tea, the scent of blooming jasmine drifting from the doorway. This is where design becomes experience. Joanna's living spaces capture the poetry of everyday living. You see it in layered fabrics, in stacked books that tell of hands long turning pages, in time-worn ceramics that hold both memory and morning sunlight. Every detail feels lived, loved, and believable, beauty grounded in real life. The essence of spring isn't just in its brightness but in its warmth, the energy of renewal woven into the home's soul. Here, warmth is more than heat, it's presence. A gentle reminder that authentic style begins where comfort meets heart. Every turn reveals a story, a vintage picture holding wildflowers, a framed sketch leaning casually on a shelf, a candle flickering beside stacked journals. Joanna reminds us that the soul of design often lives in the quietest corners, where meaning breathes between the details. These intimate spaces are whispers of personality, the kind that make a house feel inhabited, alive. A chipped vase becomes precious because of the memory it holds. A hand-woven napkin tells of care and craftsmanship. Nothing is staged, everything feels discovered, like finding poetry left behind. Every vignette glows under soft light, echoing the tender pulse of spring. It's proof that true style isn't in grandeur, but in intention. Joanna's corners don't demand attention, they invite emotion, letting beauty emerge naturally, gently, endlessly. As daylight fades into soft amber, the home exhales. Curtains sway gently, the faint scent of lilac lingers, and the calm feels almost sacred. Joanna's interiors remind us that calm isn't emptiness, it's fullness made quiet, a stillness where life settles gracefully into itself. The magic of the cottage aesthetic lies not in grandeur but in peace. A linen-upholstered chair by the window waits for dusk, while woven rugs hush every step. Each piece feels chosen for its soul, not its shine, forming a sanctuary where stillness speaks. It's in this quiet wonder that beauty finds its truest form. Soft light kisses worn wood and muted tones embrace like age-old friends. Here, time slows, not to stop, but to let us notice what we often miss, the poetry of simply being. As the final light dips below the horizon, the home glows with an intimate warmth, a soft hush of satisfaction. Joanna's spring haven lingers not just in what is seen, but in what is felt. You leave the space changed, carrying its spirit, gentleness, grace, and the timeless magic of a home with soul. Every brush of texture, every whisper of fragrance, every ray of leaving sun holds a lesson in savoring simplicity. This is the art of design at its most human, not to impress but to comfort, to connect, to belong. Joanna reminds us that beauty, when grounded in heart, becomes eternal. As we take one last lingering look, the story feels complete, yet open, ready to inspire. If this journey through vintage serenity and modern grace filled you with warmth, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more soulful decor stories from Vintage Touch. Until next time, may your space always hold light and meaning.